Hey, what is going on, everybody? My name is Paul Spencer. That is Cowboy Dave, the showstopper. Guys, you're tuning into the Sixers postgame show. The final score presented by Out of the Box Sports Entertainment here. Dave, the Sixers, 6-1. The final score, 106-103. The Sixers move on.
Yeah, they move on. Good game tonight. They took a little lead in the end, and they kept it. And final score, 106-103. Go Sixers, 6-1, looking good.
I tell you, I mean, hey, it was a measuring stick tonight playing Boston. But, Dave, I want to talk about that first quarter. My God, I never seen a 6'5" Drew Holiday play center against Joel Embiid and actually play pretty damn good. Held the big man to 6 points in the first quarter, 2 steals off of Embiid. Like, I was like, I put it on Twitter. I'm like, damn, a 6'5" Drew Holiday is playing center against Joel Embiid in the first quarter. He held his own, Dave.
He did. He really did. I got to give it to Drew. Hey, you remember Drew is a former Sixer, so he knows that court pretty well. I mean, he's been there up and down, you know. But it just took a Joel, to get started first quarter. You know, things are going to happen, but you got to give Drew Holiday credit there. You know?
Yeah, I mean, Dave, it's like, man, I'm 6 foot, but Dave, that's like me, you playing center against me, brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I know. Exactly. Yeah.
And I thought it was like a mismatch first time they came down the court when Holiday matched up against him. I'm like, oh, they got a switch there. I didn't see the switch somehow. Like a Horford, switched off, or Porzingis switched off Embiid for a second. And I'm like, okay, I watched the Boston broadcast tonight. I can't stand that chick with the Sixers.
You know what? I'm the same way. Kate gets on my nerves. I got to be honest.
Yeah, I had to watch the Boston broadcast, and I had to watch that. And I tell you, they keep it real there, honestly. Like, they were giving so much credit to Maxey throughout the game. They were giving credit to Embiid. They call it as they see it. And when they came down a second time and, Holiday's matched up against Embiid, I'm like, what the hell was going on here? Is this like a set of, Jordan rules back in the day? Is this the Embiid rules? Like, is this how you play Embiid? But, man, I give him credit. But, Dave, this Sixer team, dude, this team is like, I want to call Maxey the Energizer Bunny from now on.
Oh, he's nonstop. I mean, he just doesn't stop. How many did he have tonight? What did he have?
25 tonight.
25. Big game for him tonight. Yeah. I mean, his game just gets better and better every time you watch him. And I know he worked over the summer because it's just he's just getting his game's unbelievable. I mean, he runs the floor, he can shoot. Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I think the best thing was getting rid of Harden, getting ready to get his ass out of here, because you give Maxey the ball, he can create it on his own. And with this speed, that pick and roll game with him and Embiid is just insane. He can come off the ball, any fast break point is just get an outlet to Maxey, let Maxey go to the hole. Because this dude, I tell you what, I was watching the Boston announcer tonight, and he said, he was like, to two things. He was like, this kid is instant offense, he's instant fun, and he's like, he has the best floater in the NBA where he just lays the ball up in the lane and it's just like nothing but net when he shoots it. This kid's good.
He's showing it day in and day out. I mean, his game's just getting better and better. He's so young. He's only what, 23?
Yeah, third year in the league now, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I mean, let's talk about this. You and I talked backstage, Dave. I'm old school. I'm 52 years old. You're pretty damn close to me, Dave. And Dave,
not quite there yet, but I'm almost there.
You're not over the hill yet, Dave. You're still on the other side of it. I'm over coming where everything goes downward, Dave. But Dave, this is the one thing I want to ask for you.
Okay.
Back in the day, Dave, Larry Bird, created the man at the 3-point shot, of course, those days back then, where he took maybe 5 a game, if that. Okay, Dave, why are we seeing every team? Boston put up 47 threes tonight, made 15. And the Sixers put up 34 3-pointers. Is this becoming just a highlight? Get the ball to 3-point line. No more fast break. Put up the 3. Live by it. Die by it. Because that's what Boston did. They died by it.
The center days are over, Paul. The center days are over. It's a 3-point game anymore. It's just shoot the outside jumper. Even our center shooting 3-pointers. I mean, it's just one of those things where we don't see the Ewings anymore, or the Lajuans anymore, or guys like Moses, guys like, we don't see that anymore. That's not the game anymore. It's all about 3-pointers.
The funny thing is, the centers are shooting it now. The top 2 centers in the league, the back-to-back MVPs here, 2 of the last 3 years. Embiid last year, the Joker back-to-back. These guys are 3D guards. They can dribble the ball, rebound the ball, shoot the ball, get it beyond the arc, and shoot a 3-2. So this is what we're seeing. Like this kid Victor Wembanyama. I want to see his game. He actually played tonight. I didn't look at his stats yet. but the kid is 7'4", a point guard, shoots the ball as well. Is this becoming what the NBA is? I mean, the days like a Maxey and Iverson. Maxey can create. Iverson can create anytime you wanted to. But it's become a totally different league, Dave, where it's just, man, if you can shoot, you got a job in the NBA. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much that's what it is. I mean, it's the 3-point or nothing anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, you said you don't see that. Yeah. Well, I saw a couple of things that Porzingis did tonight. He was inside, a couple dunks that he made, and the one dunk he missed.
He missed two tonight. He missed two tonight.
Was it two? I only saw the first one. I didn't see or the second one. I didn't see the first one.
He missed that jam in the fourth quarter. He missed that under the layup, under the board, got the rebound, just went up and tried to jam it, missed that.
Right, and the ball came out. Yeah.
And then in the first half, he missed one where he's coming down the lane where he got hit, but he lost control of the ball, and it was just an easy slam. That was something he missed. But Dave, let's look at these stats tonight, Dave. Let's talk about
unbelievable.
Joel, 27 points, Hire 17, Maxey 25, Oubre 14. Melton had 3, but man, Dave, this starting unit, man, when they can play, and I want to talk about the bench tonight too, Dave.
Well, before
they play.
But before you go there, I mean, like you said, 4 stars over double digits, and that's what the Sixers have been doing day in and day out in these games. So go ahead.
But this bench, Dave, I'm telling you, they give offense. Like when Embiid went out, Paul Reed is out there rebounding. Like when he gets in there, he's just a machine getting the ball. He's kicking it out. And what I like about too is they have Reed in there with either a Maxey, a Harris, or another potential guard that can run the ball down. Because with Maxey, even with the second unit, they get that rebound down, and it doesn't matter. They just spot up, shoot the ball, and this team flows regardless of who's on the court right now, Dave.
It seems that way. I mean, Batum with the did he break his hand on that, or break his finger on that dunk or whatever it was?
I didn't see that. I didn't see it.
Yeah, Batum went up basket, and I think he went for a block shot or something, and he broke his finger. Came down because his fingers were all taped up. I don't know if he broke it or not, but I mean, Batum, Covington, Reed, all within 8 points. There's and actually, it was good to see Covington off the bench tonight. He got some minutes, so
Yeah, he got 15. I mean, he's getting you time there as well too. 5 points tonight, 1 for 2 for 3, 2 for 4 from the field goal range, 50%. Great ball handling. The Korkmaz even made an appearance for 3 minutes. 2 shots, missed both of them, but it tells you that this team can go deep. But I like how tonight they only went 10 deep. Last night they played everybody. Dave, a couple nights ago they played everybody, and the rotation is getting set because Nick Nurse. He's building this team, and the great thing, Dave, you said it's 6-1. You're still learning. We understand it. This is a new team for him, new scheme. The team is actually learning the process. This scheme that Nick Nurse likes to run, the fast pace, get it downfield, get the rebound, kick it out. Let's get down court, get quick 2, play solid D. But I like how Nick Nurse is playing this. He's going for 14-man rotation when it's not needed to get them rotation time. Flow of the game. And then tonight he only plays 10 in a crucial situation. He knows who to play at the right time, who to go into the game at the right time. We've seen that last year with Rivers. Hell, Dave, honestly, if we played this game last year with Rivers as the coach, we get beat in that last 4 minutes, Dave.
See, I was just going to ask you the same question. I was just thinking the same thing. I said, if Doc coaches this game tonight, do we win it?
No. Well, here's what happened, Dave. Okay, let's think back at this. If Rivers is a coach last year, 4 minutes to go, we're up what 11 points with 4 minutes to go, correct? Or 11 or 12 up, right?
I think it was 12.
Here's what he does. Maxey, come on out, brother. Come on out. Hey, Springer, why don't you get in there and play for a little bit? Korkmaz, have you been in the game yet? Nope. Oh, go on in and play. That's what he was. His rotation was so stupid at the wrong times. This game, this is why I like Nick Nurse. He's coaching, and he's like the guy, he's the head coach, of course, but he has that clipboard in his mental head here and saying, okay, well, the Celtics play this guy. When we match up them, we played it better with here. When the time comes down, this is who I'm starting. It's like a chess match in his head. With Rivers, dude, I don't know what the hell. He was playing checkers.
Well, this is true. But at the end, the Celtics won an 11-1 run, or whatever it was. With a minute and 40 some seconds left, whatever it was. But it was like, okay, here we. And in my head, I was like, oh, here we go again. And I thought to myself, Game 6 of last year in the playoff game when Tatum went off and what 16 points and like whatever it was, and so I thought to myself, that's just good. I was like, you watch, Tatum's going to hit a 3, tie this game at 106, and we're going to go to overtime. But that just wasn't the case. But
that's why I stayed out of the group chat. I didn't put it in the group chat because I was ahead of you guys, and I'm sitting there on the edge of my seat, like, okay, they called timeout. I'm like, all right, here we go. They bring the ball in, half court, then it goes over. Porzingis has a perfect look, Dave. It's a little pump the guy flies to. Porzingis had a perfect shot, and I'm just like,
he did.
That son of a bitch really to shoot an air ball?
He did, and well, I think I was watching Nurse's press conference. I think he thought that the ball was going to go was going to be inbound on the other side of the court, and he was thinking that what do you call who was it? Tatum was going to get the ball and hit the three and win tied up. That was his. He was like, "Oh, I'm 0 for 2 on that one," So it just wasn't the case. But
I thought Porzingis was going to get the ball because he was the leading scorer tonight. He was on. I mean,
I would have gave it to Tatum because Tatum usually he's clutch on those kind of shots.
You know what? The man in the fourth quarter was Jaylen Brown. I would have given it to Jaylen Brown.
Somebody woke him up. My God, what he was off till the last 3 minutes or 4 minutes of the game.
It was like throwing a golf ball in a like a golf hole, or not a golf ball, throwing a basketball in a golf bowl, a little teacup. That's what it was like in the first quarter. The third quarter for him too, but fourth quarter he stepped up. He ended up pretty good. He ended up with what did he end up with?
Who, Brown?
Yeah, he had 11, but
11. He had 11. Yeah.
Yeah. But Dave, the one thing is I would say this: like you live by the three and you die by the three. Boston was off tonight with the three, Dave. They really were. They were.
It wasn't except for Porzingis, who was hitting here and there. And then Tatum hit a few. He hit a few threes here and there too. But it wasn't Celtic basketball that we're used to, But
Katie checking in, saying hi guys. How are you? How's it going? It's going good.
Hello, Miss Katie. How are you? Thanks for checking in.
Going good. Yeah, I mean, Dave, it's all around victory. Hey, 6-1. Look. You lost to the Milwaukee Bucks your first game of the season. You've won 6 in a row here. You're looking good. Hey, I understand it's only 7 games in. I'm not going to, buy my championship banner already. I'm not going to do it yet. We still have 75 games to go, Dave. Anything can happen.
We do. And actually, I want to give credit to Harris tonight, too. I thought Harris had a good game. He played well.
He did. I mean, he's been playing. I mean, like I said, with under the old Doc Rivers at the Clippers, that's when he's rejuvenating himself, now, Dave. He has the green light to shoot. He's coming down court. He can make his own shot. He can, come off the dribble. He can post up. And he's playing aggressive, Dave, where under that Doc system, it was just, the system ran through Embiid. It ran through Harden. The pick and roll was number one. And Embiid just, wasn't throwing the ball to the outside, or Harris was like basically really the fourth option out there. And they didn't go that deep. So he never got the shot. This year, he's looking for a shot. He's facilitating the ball at the right time. And he's looking for his shot, number one. He's being aggressive.
But go back to that Harris, but he hit that key 3-pointer in the fourth quarter. That was huge. That kind of really put him up. I think it was 10 or 12 at that point. Yeah. If he has hit that three, that could have been a different story.
One of the good things too is they're all crashing the boards here. I mean, last year
they all are. Yeah, definitely.
Harden, he could have got a triple double every time, but it was more off like a bounce ball off the rim where he was getting a long ball as a rebound. But here I'm seeing Harris get in there. Maxey, man, 9 boards tonight. That's amazing for his
for a little man. He does very well. They're having fun. They're having fun and they're winning. Yes. The key word is fun. And they're playing. They're playing as a team. You could see them gelling. And Embiid he's not taking really control too much like he normally does. I mean, you can see, like I said, Harris is getting his and Maxey's getting his. And Oubre's doing whatever, he's doing his thing. Oubre Jr. But they're having fun and they're winning. So,
and the thing is, Dave, we know, like Embiid, in crucial times when the game got close, he posted his guy up, right around the free throw line, that knee-high jumper, automatic. He knows he can take over the game. But this is what I do like seeing. Last year, I was kind of negative about it, Dave, where to me, Embiid looked like he took a lot of plays off. He comes down, hands on his knees. I'm resting. I go to three-point line. I don't play defense. Now it's like, okay, I can do that because I have a team around me. I have, Harris. I have Maxey. I have Oubre. I have the people on the bench. Batum can score too, coming off the bench.
Covington, Beverly, it's nonstop. It's just,
And he can finally take those plays off where in the crucial time where he needs to step up. He does. We've seen that tonight. It got close. It was a 2-point game. He came down. An elbow jumper, turnaround jumper, boom, nothing but net. But Dave, I want to ask you one thing real quick. I don't want to be a negative person here, but Dave, do you think Embiid ever flops the situation and says I'm hurt when I'm not? Because he did that twice tonight.
If anybody does it, nobody does it better than he does.
The foul to the face, they showed on. I was watching the Boston replay, Dave, and it was just like he went up, he missed the ball, and he came down. The squat went right across his face, and Embiid just went right down like the Phantom of the Opera, went down to the ground, and then he was calling for the play. Then he went over to the ref, and it was just like, Nope, nothing. And then the dive with Porzingis, I thought my
Yeah.
man, I got a bad back, Dave. I felt that one like, is he dead?
Mm-hmm.
Did he herniate a disc? What the hell happened? He plays for
Mm-hmm.
like a couple minutes possum. Next play, fast break down the court,
Yep.
like, dude, like, what is it here? I was like, is it
That's
a cat and
that's
mouse
what he
game?
does. He's been doing that for years. I mean,
Oh
that's,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, we're
It's
used to it by now.
it's funny
You
to
know,
see. But Dave, how did you feel about the officiating tonight? Because there was some weird calls out there tonight.
there were some crazy ones I saw. But the one play I did see, who was it? I think it was Porzingis.
On the rim,
Yeah,
technical.
that one.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm getting to. That's what I'm getting to. Now,
right.
I've never coached basketball. I've coached basketball. I've never refed it, and I'm pretty cool with with the rules in the NBA now. That was a safety precaution rule. Why he swung on the rim.
Mm-hmm.
If you're forward motion, if you're coming down for a dunk or even a layup, whatever, you grab the rim. Any case scenario, if your legs are swinging momentumly forward or back, you have every right to hold on to that rim until
Mm-hmm.
your body is straight
Full,
down at an angle for safety
sure.
reasons. I mean, I don't understand it. Like the Oubre situation. I understand that when he went up for the thing and he pointed to the ref. I
Mm-hmm.
seen that. Like, okay, you're taunting the ref. Like, ref, you missed that call. And I'm pointing to you. I understand that. But the one where Embiid came down the lane and he bullied the hell out of
Mm.
the Drew. I think it was Drew. No, it wasn't Drew Holiday. I was thinking
Uh,
Pritchard or somebody.
I
I
think it
forgot
was
who.
I think it might have been Pritchard.
Yeah, little white guy, Pritchard, Kelly Pritchard. Yeah, when he came down, I was like, damn, he just elbowed them, and they called, defensive foul. And I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Like, damn, anybody could be a ref in this game. But it was a
yeah.
great game, Dave. Great game tonight.
It was a good comeback for the Celtics too, down 12 with like a minute and 43 left. I thought, it was funny. You looked up, they were up 12. The next thing it was up there, it was like 6. And it was like 3, and you're like, uh-oh, here come the Celtics.
It was like one of those back and forth games, like, okay, who's going to have the ball last? And that what it almost came down to.
Yeah.
The last play of the game here, and Porzingis shoots the air ball, of course, but Dave, Tatum didn't have a great game tonight, 16 points.
No, it wasn't one of his best games, but he did hit some key threes when they had to come back on that comeback. So
I mean, you look at. I mean, I'm not making excuses here. A win is a win. Congratulations. We're 6-1 right now.
They won by 3.
Yeah, but Tatum, 16 points. Jaylen Brown. Dave, let's think about this. 27 points between your almost $100 million combo of players here. Gives you 27 points. Porzingis comes in. He's a great guy, great shooter, great all around. 29 points. He's actually leading the Boston Celtics in scoring right now. Porzingis.
Yeah, I believe it. But you're not going to have a great game every night.
No,
and that's
of course not.
That's not going to happen. I mean, and they came off. They just had their first loss the other night too. I believe it was.
They played the Timberwolves. Yeah,
Timberwolves beat them. Yeah.
Yep.
So, it happens, and they'll see the Sixers again. They play each other 6 times. So
yeah, they got them next week. Next Thursday.
That's what I'm saying. It could, they'll see each other again, and it could be a different story. Who knows?
Yep. Hey, but Dave, 6-1, man. Listen, you can't ask for much better. Now,
Dave, I mean, I like Nurse is doing a great job. I like the way he rotates guys in and out.
Now, Dave, I don't want to talk about this game at all. I don't want to mention the game, but I just want to mention one team real quick: the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, they're 8-1. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, here's the question I'm going to propose to you. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. They play Friday night against the Pistons. I think that would be a win, correct?
I would think so.
That's 7-1. Then you're at home again. You come back home and you play the Pacers on Sunday.
Sometimes Indiana gives them fits.
Okay. You think
I'm not going to say. I mean, I'll give it a win, but sometimes Indiana does. Okay. They give the Sixers fits sometimes.
Here's the question I'm proposing to you. By Sunday, the Eagles are on a bye this week.
Wait, is that in Indiana or is that in Philly?
The first game is home in Philly at the Wells Fargo. And
okay.
It's crazy. I think it's a home and away, I believe. I think I wrote it wrong, but I think it's going to be a home and away because it's a Tuesday travel day, Sunday then Tuesday. So I think it is a travel day there. Either way, but here's my question to you: do the Philadelphia Sixers go 9-1?
They could. It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, the way they're rolling right now, they might go 12-1.
I'm looking at schedule now, and I think, okay, listen, you have the Pistons, the Pacers, the Celtics again, which is going to have revenge on their mind. And the crazy thing is you're home again. You're home again.
I know. What's up with that? Who wrote the schedule?
That's kind of weird. I mean, that means Boston winning the season. They're going to get the home and home, of course. The back. You're playing them. You're playing a home and home here, and then you have the Hawks, the Nets, and the Cavs. I mean, I see maybe one loss and maybe the next foreseen week, maybe 2 weeks. Looks like.
Yeah, it looks that way. But like I said, Indiana might give him fits. Atlanta always gives him fits here and there. So we'll see. I mean,
I was watching Trae Young a couple of nights ago. This dude is ice everywhere. This kid can shoot.
He's unreal. That kid.
But you know what? I want to before we get out here, Dave. I want to say one person, Maxey. To me, he's growing up before our eyes so fast.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, this kid has unlimited range. Range. That one play where Embiid, the one play we were talking about with the defensive foul where Maxey shot the three from 30 feet.
And he made it.
He made it too. It was before the ball. It was before the shot, so it couldn't account, of course, the foul. So, but I'm just saying, this kid Maxey has unlimited range. Are we seeing something like? Dave, I'm never going to say he's Steph Curry. I'm not going to say that.
No, he's not Steph Curry.
But Dave, his range is like.
Man, well, here's the thing about basketball, Paul. When you're hot, you're hot. Okay, and when you're shooting threes and you're feeling good and you're on. You can't. It's like shooting the ball into an ocean. You don't miss. And that's where Maxey is at this stage of his career. Everything he shoots up is going to go in. He's not going to miss. And if he does miss, it's going to be rare. And
the thing is too that he's not the type. He has a short-term memory, which is something we love to see in athletes. You make a mistake, forget about it, next play, move on. But to me, the one thing that I see with Maxey, Dave, we always say this kid is having fun on the court.
He's fast. He's energetic. He plays defense. He can shoot the ball. There's not much more he can't do. And I keep saying this in our press game shows. He can't go to his left to save his life. But other than that,
nobody's forcing him, Dave. So
nobody's forcing him to go left. That's the problem. But outside shot, trying to contain him's tough because he's so fast. Yeah. Well, once he's on the run, he's tough to stop. I mean, he and that's what the Sixers do. They do run the ball really well. I mean, they run the court very well on the fast break.
Yeah, it reminds me of a Laker time. Get the board.
Sure, Magic, Worthy.
That's what it feels like to me. Kareem got the ball out there and just kicked the Magic. Magic looked for Byron Scott, James Worthy on the side, or hell, you got the on the field. Kurt Rambis coming down for a dunk,
or Cooper on the side. It's
Cooper spotting up for the three. Michael Thompson, Jamal Wilkes. Go back in the day there. But this is what I see with the Sixer team. Number one, they're having fun, and they're having fun doing it as a team.
And when you're winning, it's fun. Winning makes it even more fun. Winning's contagious. Once you keep winning in games, you're just rolling. It's tough to stop sometimes.
And the thing is, they're playing good games against teams that they should beat, and they're keeping the pedal down. They're not stopping. Even the bench gives them rotation-wise, give them minutes, give them scoring. So I think
they rolled Toronto 2 games. They rolled Washington the other night. But tonight was kind of a challenge because it was the Celtics, and that's what you expected.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, the Celtics were off tonight. No excuses. Sixers won tonight. But you look at the 2 losses, of course, to the top, arguably the top, 2 of the teams in the Eastern Conference, the Celtics and the Bucks. You lost to the Bucks by what? I think it was 2 or 3. And then you went tonight, close game. You are one of the elite top 3 teams. Still to me, honestly, I'm still going to go power rankings, Dave. I'm still going to go probably Celtics 1 right now, honestly, because just like you said, Tatum and Brown are not going to have a bad game. Every game.
It's not going to happen all the time. But
I'm still going to put, I'm still going to put the Celtics there at 1. I'm going to put the Sixers now at 2. And I'm going to put the Bucks at 3 so far.
Yeah, that makes sense. I still like Milwaukee. I think I just don't. Dame and Giannis have yet to really hit their stride, and when they do, it's going to be tough to stop.
The only reason I'll put the Sixers ahead of the Bucks. I mean, I understand they have Dame and they have Giannis. Arguably 2 of the top 25, top 10 players, I want to say, scoring wise, as a duo. But the one thing, Dave, the guy that played tonight, Drew Holiday, they miss him on that defensive end so bad.
Sure.
So that's why I'm going to give the Sixers the nod there, honestly, ahead of the Bucks.
But it's funny because I really wanted Drew Holiday to come back to Philly. I was kind of hoping he was going to.
So Joey was checking in. He said the same thing. Bucks lost so much defensively, moving Holiday. I agree. That's why I'm putting the Sixers there ahead because. Listen, when you have a freaking 6'5" guy playing D on Joel Embiid in the first quarter, I'm like I said in the beginning, Joe.
Well, it's like Magic Johnson playing center for the Lakers. It was pretty much the same thing.
He's 6'9". He's a big kid, but
no, I get it. But it's the same situation.
Yeah, when the beginning of the show, Dave, I said, the first thing I opened up with, I said, I thought it was a miss because I did watch the Boston broadcast. I can't stand the Philadelphia broadcast.
Yeah, I do.
But I'm watching that, and I'm hearing the announcer like, "Oh, did we miss something? Oh, there's got to be a switch there." Because I'm like. Why is Drew Holiday on Embiid? And then when he's coming down, he posts up on him again. I'm like, wow, is this like the Jordan rules, the Embiid rules? Put the literal, the defensive player on there, of course. But I don't know. I give credit where credit's due, but I agree with Joey. Joey agrees there. They lost too much on the defensive end. Drew Holiday.
Oh, they sure did. Absolutely.
It's a big loss.
He's right. Sure.
Joey says can't overlook all that the Celtics. Exactly. Williams, of course. Marcus Smart going to the Timberwolves, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, Porzingis is a good player, but once again, you still lose Marcus. Smart being decent player of the year, and then he's a big guy with less mobility. Number one, more scorer, but less defensive prowess. Just like with Drew Holiday with the Bucks. You know what I mean? Yep. Now Williams,
Marcus Smart plays with his head too. He knows how to. He gets Embiid frustrated a lot of times.
Yeah, and I feel sorry for Williams. They got rid of him. He's already having season-ending surgery already. He's already out for the season.
Yeah,
Brad Williams. He's already out for the season. He's wow.
That's rough.
But yeah, I mean, that's what I mean.
But go back to the playoffs last year, like I was saying. Like if you watch Marcus Smart, how many times did he like really get Embiid upset and like get him off his game? And that's why the Celtics ended up winning that series.
Well, the Sixers had that little rat too, called Patrick Beverley.
This is that's true. That's true.
To me, there's some rats out there. Okay, there's your Marcus Smart, the rat out there. Okay.
Yeah.
The other one is Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks that plays with Houston Rockets, and LeBron. He's like the guy that gets under LeBron James' skin, but you can't get under his skin. He's just
there's always a guy that does that.
Right.
You're gonna. I mean, I remember back in the day, the Cedric Maxwell for the Celtics. Mm-hmm. He was the guy that he would just get under your skin. Nobody liked him.
Yeah, I agree with Joe. He's the smartest player you would love to hate, but would love to have. I agree with that 100%.
Exactly, Joe. Exactly right. He's one of those guys where you just hate. Like you said, you would love to have him, but you hate him when he's against you.
Yeah, you got to love a player that can play D on any position out there. That he's not for the box score. He goes out and plays D on your best player, of course. He facilitates the ball. He does the dirty work. He's not afraid to get his hands dirty. I would love to have him, but man, I feel bad that he's with the Memphis Grizzlies one game this whole entire season.
I've really been following. How's he doing out there? I really haven't looked, to be honest with you.
His stats are really down, but that team, man, I tell you, brother, I think we can get 5. We can pick up 5 off the street and probably beat the Memphis. well, of course they have Ja out too. You know what I mean? So
true. It
is what it is. But I would love to have one team. I think
I wouldn't mind them. No,
I think they do miss it, but it's going to take time to gel with Porzingis. But Porzingis, man,
this kid's the deal. I mean, just watch him. I mean, my God, he could take you to the hole. He could shoot from outside. I mean, he's everywhere. And a good foul shooter, too.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, he's been around the league a lot, Dave. When he came into the league, the Knicks had him for a while. He's moved on to the Washington Wizards. And when you go to the Washington Wizards, you're in hell because
I forgot he was with Washington. Good point.
That's where he came from. That's where they got him from this year.
That's right. That's right. Good point.
When you go there, you're in like purgatory hell where you're not coming out. Your career's dead. And plus, he's coming off injury last year, too.
Did you watch the Washington game the other night, by any chance?
Who did they play?
When the Sixers played Washington. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
It was kind of funny because Washington got off to a great start. And I'm thinking to myself, this could be a long night. And it just didn't end up that way. But
Joey said Porzingis should have been a Sixer. We told us not to draft. Sixer told us not to draft him.
Not to draft him.
I tell you what, Porzingis coming out the way he did overseas. I mean, to me, now, Dave, I know you don't watch every other team, but you know who Victor Wembanyama is, correct?
Yes, I do. Yep.
Okay. They call him the unicorn. Now, I watched the Boston broadcast tonight, and they came out. They're like, Porzingis is the unicorn. I'm like, no, we don't call him the unicorn. Victor is the unicorn.
They called Porzingis the unicorn? No.
Yeah. Dave, I'm telling you, I watched that Boston broadcast, and I got to admit, they do keep it real. There is no biased information. They came out and said, Embiid is the real deal. He is the MVP. Man, I tell you, Maxey, what we would do. And the broadcaster even said, wow, would you take Maxey or Jaylen Brown? And I even thought about wow, that's a good question.
That's a tough call.
That's a tough question,
Right now?
That's
tough.
For 3 years, let's say, would the Sixers be better with Jaylen Brown with no Maxey? I say no.
I think they'd be the same.
I don't think so. Maxey just comes off that ball. He creates. To me, Jaylen Brown is that guy, but he is not that A1 guy that can play with. Now, you got to remember, he has Tatum, okay?
I'd still say they'd be 6-1 if they still had Jaylen Brown, though.
Oh, I don't know. I think
I do.
I think the Celtics would be a lot better with Maxey because the way that kid plays, Dave, it's instant energy, and that team can fly too. That team can run too.
But when Jaylen Brown's on, though, he's tough. He's tough to beat. Tough call. I toss up to me.
I think it would really work out because if you put Maxey with Holiday, a defensive guard that can play on the ball, that can create, he can drive, he can dish, with coming out that backcourt as well, facilitating that ball coming off screens. I think it would be with Porzingis.
I'm not saying and both players are really good. I mean, they're
when they brought it up, Dave, I was just like, I sat there like this. I'm like,
I mean, for him to bring that up is, for that announcer to say that, that's kind of like
he works for the Celtics, and he actually said he was like, at this point in my career, this time right now, going into week game 7 here, I'm taking Maxey. Sorry, Jaylen Brown. And I'm like, oh my god.
Well, who's off tonight usually is a Sixer killer. You know who that is, right?
Oh, of course, yeah. He was way off tonight.
He was off tonight. He couldn't buy a basket tonight.
He was bad.
Where was Al tonight? Where was Al? Because usually Al kills the Sixers.
Al was sitting on the bench with 1 and 6 and 3 points tonight. Dave.
3 points tonight for Al. That's odd. Because usually he's a Sixer killer.
Yeah, 3 points tonight. He only made 1 3. He attempted 6 threes tonight.
And Al was off tonight.
The funny thing is, Dave, all his shots were 3-point field goals tonight, and he made.
That's what he's been throwing up.
Yeah.
And to think when he was a Sixer, I was a fan. I loved Al when he was here.
That's the other thing, Dave. The announcer tonight. We'll get off here in like 5 minutes, Dave. I said 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. We'll go. But listening to the broadcast tonight, they kept it real tonight. They said when Al Horford was a Celtic, he came to Sixerland. The Sixers sucked that year.
They were terrible.
They were bad, and they were like, they hate Al Ford. They blamed Al Ford for this. The contract deal coming over. What can you do with a shitty team? What can one guy do with a shitty team? Then he's like, "Welcome back, Al. We still love you." And I'm like,
like
it is what it is.
And then Al goes to the Celtics and plays well there. So
well, I think it fits him. It fits him a lot better. He doesn't have
some teams fit better in different players to fit different teams.
He's to me like the. I really want to. I hate to say this, the way he's been playing right now. He is the Sixers' PJ Tucker. Goes to the corner, spots up, plays good defense at times. That's what he's going to give you. He's not going to be the scorer anymore. He is like, to me, the PJ Tucker. But
Al does. He can rebound at times. I mean,
he can play D, but he's tonight he didn't show up. The Celtics didn't show up, honestly. But hey, a win is a win. I'll take it. 6-1. Moving on to Friday night's game versus the Detroit Pistons, who are young. I like seeing them run.
They are a young team. Pistons are a young squad. They're. I don't know if they're young and up and coming, but they are a young team.
They are a young team. I think they're going to be okay. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I'm going to probably look at like a 130, 115 game. I think this team can run. I can't wait to see this game.
Is that in Detroit, though?
That is actually in Detroit. Yes, it is.
Okay, so it might be a different story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a good game. I was
going to say Sixers just had like a 5-game homestand, didn't they?
Yeah, they're playing early at home this year. Which is kind of weird.
They were in Milwaukee. They lost one, and they came home, and they've been home ever since. I think, right?
They have a good, they have a good solid team. I love watching Bagley play as well. I like Cunningham. Kevin Hayes is a center there. He's playing really well too. So I want to see this game. I can't wait to see this game coming up.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, I haven't looked at Detroit so far this season, so I have to see what they look like.
There's one bust that I want to see really play for the Pistons. Jameis Wiseman. He was the #1 draft coming out from Golden State years ago. Golden State tanked, and they got rid of him. He was this. They called him like the next best thing since LeBron James Wiseman coming out. But Dave, he's only averaging 3 points a game right now. It's bad for him. He's a 7-foot hybrid, is what he is too.
Well, so maybe he hasn't gotten off to a good start yet, but still early.
He hasn't even. He's been in the league 4 years now. He hasn't got off to a start yet. Put it that way.
Oh, there you go.
Those guys, but yeah, Dave. Hey,
I was giving him the benefit of the doubt, but okay.
He needs more than that, Dave. I'll tell you what. If he was playing in Philadelphia right now, he needs to call Jason Fine because he got his ass beat for 4 years here. So, hey, listen. If you're in Philadelphia, give my man a call, Jason Fine, attorney Big Al, 1-800-HURT-123. Covers your motor vehicle accident, slip and fall, workman comp, personal injury claims. 3 convenient locations throughout Pennsylvania, New Jersey. First, the great Garden State, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. and in Philadelphia, PA, and of course my neck of the woods, Pittsburgh, PA. Make sure you give them a call, 1-800-HURT-123. Mention Out of the Box Sports Entertainment. If one of the live operators take your case, and you never know, you might get the world famous Paul Spencer to answer the call if you call up in my area here. If we take your case, 33 1/3%, guaranteed, no recovery, no fee. Mention Out of the Box Sports Entertainment, and we'll take care of you there. Also, it's pretty late here. It's getting late. It's 10:42. Get yourself some Monkey Cold coffee for the morning. The evolution of flavor-infused coffee, bourbon chocolate chip, toasted coconut rum, Samaritan blend, and the newest flavor that's been out for about a month now, organic blend, Perula, Florida. Make sure you use promo code OOTBS Sports at monkeycoldcoffee.com. But before you hit checkout, make sure you get to the swag shop, get a T-shirt, get a coffee mug, get a travel mug, get a cold beautifier, get the cake up, get the rum cake, get it all, and then you use promo code OOTBS Sports at monkeycoldcoffee.com for all your coffee needs.
Get your Monkey Cold coffee. Go need it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I actually tried that. I love the bourbon chocolate chip. I just ordered. Katie likes that toasted coconut rum. I tried it, dude. I'm telling you, like when you put that, we put it in the K cup, Dave, and it's like a little small thing. Of course, you know what the K cup is. So yes. I put it in there, and I was upstairs, and I came. I was weed blowing today. I don't know if you've seen the pictures.
I saw. Yeah, I saw you doing some leaves there.
Dude, 4 hours weed blowing, bro, and it don't even look like I did. Put it that way.
I had the guys from Prospect Park came in and did mine. I appreciated it. I said, thank you.
Dude, you see all the trees at my house. My whole yard is like crazy, you know? So I got to go out there in the next probably 3 days again and do it again. But yeah, when I came in the house, Katie had some toasted coconut, toasted almond. I was like, what does that smell? She's like, I made coffee. And I'm like, oh my God, we had the door open in the backyard because it was nice out today. I smelled it from outside. Right. Like, yeah, it's so good. I was like, order some, call Matt, and let's order some more. Let's get 2 more bags of that. So I can't
Why
wait.
not?
Can't wait.
There you go. Was it good?
It was awesome. I had a little sip of hers, and of course, she won't let me have it. I'm allowed to drink the bourbon chocolate chip. She gets the toasted almond, but man, I just ordered myself a bag for that one. But
there you go. There you go.
Awesome. But Dave, hey man, listen, Sixers move on. The final score, of course, 106-103. The Sixers are 6-1, heading into Friday night versus Detroit Pistons.
Sitting on top of the Atlantic Division at 6-1.
But Dave, you know what the Pistons records are?
I haven't looked. No.
2-6.
Well.
But you know what? I can't. This is what I can't say, Dave. I can say, okay, yes, they're beating up on low teams. But Dave, 6-1, you're only lost to the Bucks. You beat the Celtics. You are beating who's in front of you. So 6-1 is credited.
I'll say 7-1. They'll beat Detroit Friday night.
I agree too. I
think that's a win. Yeah.
See, there's Katie checking in. Great coffee as well.
Katie's all over it.
She is. She's probably drinking a cup right now, honestly.
I'm sure she is.
Probably is. But Dave, brother, you ready to get out of here, man?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
All right, guys, make sure you please check out Out of the Box Sports Entertainment, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, we're everywhere. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Always something out there. Great shows coming up. We do have some shows tomorrow. The Atomic Drop is at 11 o'clock tomorrow, correct?
Yeah, I believe 10:30, 11. Yeah, something like that.
I thought it was 11. I put 11 on the schedule. It would be 10.
Okay, maybe it's 11. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Just make sure you check that out. Saturday, we got some great shows. Silver and Black's going to be on at 10 o'clock. With
Actually, the Atomic Drop will be Friday night. Today's Wednesday, so.
Oh, that's right. Today's Wednesday. Why am I thinking? Oh, tomorrow night, Thursday. I'm sorry. That's why I'm throwing off, Dave.
The Atomic Drop will be Friday night, 11 o'clock.
Wow, Thursday night's a long night. Tomorrow night, we got the NFL Pick'em show with myself and Dan going head to head.
Yeah, how's that show going with you guys?
It's doing good. I'm kicking Dan's ass, put it that way.
Okay.
Kicking Dan's. I think I'm up 12 games for the season on Dan so far, but he's making a comeback. I've been really bad the last 2 weeks, Dave. I've been single-digit wins.
Hey, my lock of the week was actually, as I said on your show, was actually right, too.
Which one was it?
I said the Saints would beat the Bears. I was right on that.
Okay. Yeah, I think I got like a 12-point lead on Dan this for it. And then 7 o'clock, we have the NFC East War Room coming up. And then tomorrow night, it's going to be myself and Bill Furman talking college football. I can't wait for that show.
It's always a good show. You guys have fun with that. Yeah,
we're going to be on tomorrow night at 8 p.m. We're going to do that tomorrow night. So we got 3 shows tomorrow night. Friday, I've got the Atomic Drop. Saturday, I've got the Silver and Black Nation with Ken Fry talking Kings and Raiders as well. And then I got the post game for, I'm getting tired of doing Notre Dame post games, Dave, because they've been sucking lately.
Yeah, they've been too good lately.
One more loss, Dave, I might jump off the cliff back here. If they lose to Wake Forest this week, Dave, I'm jumping off the cliff.
Is that who they play? They got Wake Forest this weekend? Okay.
And the crazy thing, this is where Sam Hartman, the quarterback, came from, and they're playing his old team from last year. So we'll see. We'll see, Dave.
Time will tell.
Definitely. All right, Dave, let's get out of here, man. Once again, please make sure you like, share, subscribe. Subscribe to YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, OOTBS Box Sports out there. We're everywhere. Give us a follow, give us a like, give us a holler, give us whatever you want. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. And once again, this is Sixers Post Game. My name is Paul Spencer. That is the showstopper, Dave Yarnell. And once again, your final score, the Philadelphia 76ers 106, the Boston Celtics 103. Until then, we'll see you Friday night after a victory in Detroit. See you guys later.
Go Sixers.
Go, go, go.